Sabotage. Let's talk about it. A lot of people don't even know they're sabotaging themselves, including myself at one point in time. You have to change the way that you think about yourself or what you're doing or what you have going on. A lot of times it's our own self in our own mind not letting ourselves move forward with whatever we want to do or need to do, whether it's business-wise or personal.
Did Shantel Jackson just drop some major shade at Nelly after his arrest? If you've been following the drama, you know things between Shantell and Nelly have been rocky since their breakup. But this latest move might just be the most explosive yet. Shantell has been throwing subtle jabs at Nelly for a while now, but right after news broke of his arrest, she posted something that's got everyone talking, and not in a good way for Nelly.
Now, isn't it intriguing that Shantel Jackson posted this video the same day police arrested Nelly for drug-related charges with a tagline, "You are the greatest project you will ever work on. Take your time."
Let's break it down. Nelly, who's been trying to keep things low-key, just got hit with some serious legal trouble. After his arrest, fans and media alike were stunned. But Shantell, she wasted no time in taking to social media. And while she didn't name names, the timing and tone of her message were enough to get everyone buzzing. Could this be a direct shot at her ex Nelly? And if so, what's she really trying to say? Meanwhile, in Nelly's corner, things aren't exactly smooth sailing either. While he's been getting support from Ashanti, who just gave birth to their baby boy, the arrest has thrown a wrench in everything. Ashanti, who was probably expecting a lot more family bliss and drama, is now dealing with the fallout from Nelly's legal issues. The situation is so tense that Nelly's had to cancel all his upcoming shows just to deal with the mess. But wait, there's more, because this isn't just about Nelly and Ashanti. The families are getting involved, and the tension is at an all-time high. With Nelly's recent struggles with drug abuse adding fuel to the fire, everyone is on edge, wondering how this will all play out. And Shantell's social media moves, they're just the latest twist in a saga that's got everyone on the edge of their seat. So what's the real story behind Shantell's post? Is she really taking shots at Nelly, or is this just a coincidence? And how is Ashanti handling all this with a newborn in the picture? Grab your popcorn, because this drama is just getting started, and it looks like it's going to be a wild ride. Shantel Jackson and Nelly's breakup didn't just end the relationship. It started a wave of drama that's been playing out ever since. For a while, it seemed like Shantell was taking the high road, staying relatively quiet about the whole thing. But recently, fans have noticed that she's been a bit more vocal, or at least a bit more cryptic on social media. Those subtle jabs, yeah, they're hard to miss if you're paying attention. Shantell has always been one to keep it classy, but that doesn't mean she won't throw shade when necessary. Over the past few weeks, her Instagram has been full of posts that, while not directly mentioning Nelly, seem to be aimed right at him. Whether it's a quote about knowing your worth or a cryptic message about letting go of toxic energy, it's clear that Shantell has something to say, and she's not holding back. The thing is, these posts didn't really cause much of a stir until Nelly's arrest happened. Suddenly, those subtle jabs started to look a lot more like direct shots, and fans were quick to put two and two together. Could Shantell have been hinting at something bigger all along? Or was this just a case of perfect timing? Regardless of the intent, Shantell's posts have gotten people talking, and not just about her. By throwing shade at Nelly, she's also put herself back in the spotlight, and the buzz around her is growing. Some fans are here for it, loving the way she's handling the situation with a mix of grace and sass. Others, though, are questioning her motives. Is she genuinely expressing her feelings, or is this all a ploy to stay relevant? Nelly's arrest was a shocker, to say the least. The rapper, who's had his fair share of legal issues in the past, found himself in hot water once again, and this time, it seems more serious than ever. The details of the arrest are still a bit murky, but what we do know is that it's connected to drug-related charges, an issue that's been rumored to be a problem for Nelly for a while now. When the news broke, fans were stunned. Nelly, who had been keeping a relatively low profile, suddenly found himself back in the headlines for all the wrong reasons. The arrest not only put his personal life under a microscope, but also had immediate professional consequences. All of his upcoming shows were canceled as he shifted his focus to dealing with the legal fallout and his new responsibilities as a father. The timing of the arrest couldn't have been worse. Just as Nelly and Ashanti were welcoming their new baby boy into the world, they were hit with this bombshell. For Ashanti, who has been supportive of Nelly throughout their relationship, this must have been a tough pill to swallow. She's standing by him, but you can bet that the stress of dealing with a newborn and legal drama isn't easy. Ashanti has always been a strong, independent woman, but her relationship with Nelly has shown a softer, more supportive side of her. Despite the the ups and downs, she's stuck by Nelly, and this latest incident is no different. After the arrest, Ashanti was one of the first to reach out publicly, offering her support and making it clear that she's standing by her man. But even with Ashanti's support, things aren't exactly smooth sailing. The tension between the two families has been building, and Nelly's recent struggles with drug abuse haven't helped matters. There's been talk of disagreements over how to handle the situation, with some family members reportedly pushing for Nelly to get help, while others are more focused on keeping things quiet. For Ashanti, this is a difficult position to be in. She's trying to support Nelly, but she also has to think about what's best for their baby. The pressure is on, and the last thing she needs is more drama. But with Shantell's subtle jabs adding fuel to the fire, it's hard to keep things calm. Every move Ashanti makes is being watched, and fans are eager to see how she'll handle the situation. Family drama is nothing new, but in this case, it's reaching a boiling point. Both Nelly and Ashanti's families have been at odds over how to handle the situation, and the tension is palpable. On one side, there are concerns about Nelly's recent drug abuse issues, with some family members pushing for him to get help before things get worse. On the other side, there's a desire to keep things under wraps, avoiding any more public scrutiny. This type of war has left Nelly and Ashanti in a tough spot. They're trying to navigate their own relationship while also dealing with the pressure from their families. It's a delicate balance, and one that's proving difficult to maintain. The stress is taking its toll, and it's clear that something has to give. The arrest has only made things worse. With Nelly facing legal troubles, the pressure is on to make some tough decisions. Does he focus on fighting the charges, or does he take a step back to deal with his personal issues? And what role does Ashanti play in all of this? She's been supportive so far, but how long can she keep it up with everything that's going on? Now let's talk about Shantel's social media post. On the surface, it might seem like just another cryptic message, but the timing has everyone wondering if there's more to it. Could it be that Shantell is using this opportunity to take one last shot at Nelly, or is she simply expressing her feelings in a way that just happens to coincide with his arrest? Fans are divided. Some believe that Shantel's post was a calculated move designed to hit Nelly where it hurt. After all, they didn't exactly end things on good terms, and she's been known to throw shade in the past. Others think it's just a coincidence, with Shantell using her platform to talk about her own experiences and emotions, not necessarily trying to stir the pot. Whatever the case may be, one thing is clear. Shantell's post has added another layer of drama to an already messy situation. Whether intentional or not, her message has people talking, and it's put Nelly in an even more difficult position. With everything that's going on, the last thing he needs is more public scrutiny, but that's exactly what he's getting. Nelly's career has been through its ups and downs, but this latest incident could be a turning point. The arrest, combined with the cancellation of his shows, has put his professional life on hold. For someone who's been in the game for as long as Nelly, this is a big deal. He's had his fair share of controversies, but this one feels different, more serious, more impactful. The question now is, what's next for Nelly? Can he bounce back from this? Or is this the beginning of the end for his career? Fans are split, with some believing that Nelly can make a comeback, while others think this might be the final nail in the coffin. It's a tough spot to be in, and it's going to take a lot of work for Nelly to rebuild his image.
Self-sabotage. Let's talk about it. A lot of people don't even know they're sabotaging themselves, including myself at one point in time. You have to change the way that you think about yourself or what you're doing or what you have going on. A lot of times it's our own self in our own mind not letting ourselves move forward with whatever we want to do or need to do, whether it's business-wise or personal. I'll give you guys an example of what I was doing to myself at one point in time. One point where I wanted to do a lot of things, let's just say business-wise, and how my mindset was at the time is I always pushed it off, having an excuse of it's just not the right time, or what if it fails, not having the support I think I need. Once I changed my mindset, I felt and I knew that I can do everything. If you never take the initiative to try at anything that you want to do, you're never gonna know. I know we all can be afraid of the unknown or something not going right, but what if it does go right? I mean, a lot of us can be afraid of failing, but so self-sabotage. Let's talk about it. A lot of people don't even know they're sabotaging themselves, including myself at one point in time. You have to change the way that you think about yourself or what you're doing or what you have going on. A lot of times it's our own self in our own mind not letting ourselves move forward with whatever we want to do or need to do, whether it's business-wise or personal. I'll give you guys an example of what I was doing to myself at one point in time. One point where I wanted to do a